I found this, so let's cover this. 7 fake news stories coming out of Ukraine. And before you get too excited about it, don't forget to subscribe. We're going to keep this ship rolling. And we're going to see what's happening here. Because some of this stuff is weird. First of all, if you're new to the channel, welcome. I am a facts-based person, and the fact is I really don't know why Ukraine is a concern of the United States, except that it has wrecked our economy, and it's wrecking the economy of many countries. No offense to anybody on either side here, just explain it to us. That said, I also think that mainstream media is they're like everybody else. They're a shill for ratings. So let's see what this is here. I have no idea what this site is. It was discovered it just last night. I thought this morning it was still on my screen. I thought, all right, let's go over this. So this says we're only 3 days into Russia's military operation in Ukraine, yet the propaganda cogs are whirring fast as lightning, churning out news, opinion, and content grids for the media mill. So let's go first here. Now this one, I've seen this all over the place. The Ghost of Kiev. Early Friday morning, it was reported a single Ukrainian plane was patrolling the skies above Kiev. The English-speaking press called the unnamed pilot the Ghost of Kiev. I mean, doesn't that just sound like... Here's the question. If you want to know if that is fake or not, you know those t-shirts were out before that article became red? I mean, I've never seen anything like that. I'm like, what is going on here? He claimed he had down 6 Russian jets in air combat in less than 2 days, making him an official fighter ace and probably one of the fastest ever to earn that title. The trouble is, there's no evidence almost that this happened at all. And to quote Newsweek, there's 0 evidence the Ghost of Kiev exists. Now, so I've seen that all over. Like, people say that there's no evidence of this. There's no airports that he would be flying out of. There's no, sorry, I just hit the mic. Oh, God, I'm sorry about that. There's no, there's nothing. There's just nothing. So neither side can confirm that Russia's loss explains the total, let alone a one-man inside a single day. And a video alleged to be the Ghost in combat, shared by the Ukrainian armed forces, is confirmed to actually be footage taken from a video game. No wonder the press is so quick to mock and belittle video games. Nevertheless, we already... I mean, think about this. Like, if there was a school shooting, they would blame video games. But then the press goes, and they, for some reason, they're given the responsibility of covering this type of footage, and the first thing they do is they copy a video game. They don't want their sources exposed, what it feels like. Let's see, this is nevertheless, the Ghost of Kiev already has his own Wikipedia page, a testament to how fast the lie can move, and while the truth is putting its boots on. So Newsweek says there is no ghost, and the footage of the ghost is from a video game. I wish it said what video game. So, I mean, if I knew what they were talking about, I'd give it 100%. I'll give nothing 100% credence, but I would give it a lot more. Right now, we're still going to say that's a good thing to look at. Is that true or not? Second one, Russian planes flying over Kiev. A lot of people have been sharing a short video of Russian planes allegedly flying over the city of Kiev. The Times used it as a still from it in their story, "Will sanctions stop a Russian shell?" The problem is that it's not Kiev, it's Moscow. And it's not today, it's 2 years ago. It's footage that was likely a rehearsal for the 2020 Victory Day Parade flyover. So this is what... We're going to go ahead and hit the mute on that. Okay, look, y'all. In Russia, I guess their phones don't do horizontal; they just do vertical video. So maybe that explains a lot of the World Star videos we have in this country. They're all Russian phones. Okay, so anyway, that is all I see here. So this is from the Times. People's Review. We'll finish this up. So this is from the Times newspaper. There is there it is. You see the formation. Get away. Right? Now it's a little different. But still, there's the building. It's the same building. Look. See right here on the left? It's the same building. Zelensky is visiting the troops. Possibly no politician in history has had a PR makeover quite as fast as Vladimir Zelensky. Y'all know he's a TV comedian, right? He's not a politician. He was he's Ross from Friends. Last week he was just some guy. This week he's a war hero. He's talking about building statues of the man. A not at all staged leaked phone call had him turning down the U.S. offer of an airlift to safety. Twitter's dotted with people sharing photos of him in combat fatigues, comparing him favorably to Trump and Trudeau. How are you favorably compared to Trudeau? And asking what other leaders would fight alongside their troops. Trudeau won't even... He runs from spiders. The man fighting shoulder to shoulder with his people. I mean, I could tell you that's not that. If I had to pay more for a gallon of gas, democracy is worth it. So this is a propagandist here in America saying that this man was blackmailed and extorted by Trump. Holy cow, man. These people are so screwed up about Ukraine. Ukraine is like a really bad place, man. Like, you got Hunter Biden's over there doing all this stuff. Then they impeached the president of the United States over all this stuff. And now there's this going on. And now they're saying it's for democracy. But yet at the same time, when they're launching attacks for democracy, they're watching democracy slowly die in Canada. This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. There's no hope for democracy in Mexico. Our neighbor right there. We won't do a thing about that. But yet we're sitting here saying that this guy who's a Slavic comedian is some sort of damn war hero. I mean, this is the weirdest thing in the world. Yeah, you know what? To damn with him and me paying $4 a gallon for gas. I don't care if he's running around in a G-string making Borat impersonations. I don't want to pay $4 a gallon for gas. I can't do it. Okay? You want to talk about destroying the economy? My gosh, the difference is it's astronomical. And don't sit here and say, oh, my car gets blah, blah, blah. Well, you know what? Howdy freaking doody that you're getting out there in a brand new car, getting to go all places and see things and do stuff. Boy, that must be nice to be rich. Your fancy new car gets super fairy, the wall fairies, and they flap their wings and create electricity, and you get to take your little Tesla everywhere you want to. Don't get me started on gas. LaHunt's power station explosion early on in the confrontation. The video started doing rounds on social media. The video went viral, receiving hundreds of thousands of views. Hundreds of accounts shared it. Even major news networks use it, calling it shows a power station LaHunt's exploding after hit. It is not. It's a chemical plant exploding in China in 2015. Holy cow. I didn't say that. That's not. That's just. Video games again. This footage claiming to show Ukrainian ground forces down in Russian aircraft also went viral appearing on Spanish television news. And it's from the video game Arma 3. So there you go. More video game footage. Russian warship. Now I saw this one this morning. So there's like a. Snake Island. That's what it is. Snake Island. Who is hanging out on a place called Snake Island? Unless your name's Pliskin. However, while the supposedly fallen heroes have been so the Western press report that all 13 men were killed, and the Ukrainian government released a statement saying they'll all be awarded posthumous honors. However, while the supposedly fallen heroes were being canonized all over the Western world, Russia was reporting that they had not been killed at all, but taken alive and unharmed back to the mainland. The story both the press and Ukrainian government have since reluctantly admitted is likely true. So the press and the Ukrainian government have said that it's not true that 13 men were killed. They may still be canonized after they die, right? I don't know how that works. I'm not Ukrainian. But the fact is that the Ukrainian government's admitting that they're in on the scam. And let's try this one. The Syrian drone strike footage. Another video doing the rounds, again shared by official Ukrainian accounts, has drone footage. Official, this is the key here. Official Ukrainian accounts. These are government accounts. Has drone footage supposedly showing the destruction of a column of Russian vehicles. I have watched this thing half a dozen times. Didn't know what was going on. Let's see here. It's actually footage of a Turkish drone strike in Syria from 2020. Meanwhile, other accounts were sharing footage of combat from Libya or Israel bombardments of Gaza under the hashtag Stand With Ukraine. Middle East Eye has compiled a list. It's somewhat beautiful irony that so many of the clips prompting outrage and Western liberals actually come from from wars their government started. That's true. It's true. So, holding the press accountable is a totally fair thing. Now, I'm not saying that there aren't people that are mislabeling stuff, but you have to understand also, you're also allowed an opinion. And that's where the problem comes in with a lot of people. The press likes to say that if you're saying an opinion, you're spreading false news or fake news or anything like that. Well, it's just an opinion. My opinion is, I don't know why we're in Ukraine. Until we are, somebody tell me why this matters to us. Okay? I mean, just why are we there? What is it? If Russia goes in, think of it like this. If Russia annihilates the country of Ukraine, is that our problem or Czechoslovakia's problem? Germany's problem? You could say, but those are NATO countries. Okay? Again, their problem. NATO hasn't had anything to do with any of this. Ukraine is not a NATO country, which is something I saw all over the place when this started. Just because they wanted to be a NATO country doesn't mean that they are one. It doesn't mean that they get special sanctions or anything like that. It's just, what all this means is that it's U.S. dollars that have been spent arming NATO. Other countries, until other countries start paying their fair share, we shouldn't care anyway. And all of this is just, it's all BS, man, as far as I'm concerned. The reason why is because why are we there? Nobody's told me anything. Oh, we have to defend democracy. Again, defend democracy in Mexico. Defend democracy in Canada. Defend democracy everywhere in your own hometowns. Then we'll talk about Ukraine. Nobody even knows. I don't even know who. Do you know who the Secretary of State of Ukraine is? I mean, how few people know that? Anyway, it's all. I've learned more about Ukraine than I ever wanted to. I mean, honest to goodness, this is taking up positive energy and space in my brain that can be used to do genius things. And nothing genius is coming out of Ukraine. I can't think of a single thing that Ukraine does. So, that's it. That's me. I'm sorry. Send the hate in the comments. Till next time, y'all. I love you guys. I really do. I mean that. I don't want anybody dying. I don't want any of these wars and stuff. We're going to do the cluster mess up that is Afghanistan. And then think we're going to march in here with, red, white, and blue and apple pie. I think Brandon's got something else coming. So, till next time, y'all, Love you. Be good. I'll be covering the State of the Union tonight. And peace.